Everyone, Jacquie Edwards here. Thank you for joining me a couple of minutes late. I lost track of time. I'm watching the big pottery throwdown or whatever it's called. I love my pottery classes. That's one of my new hobbies. Anyways, and they always talk about it during class, so I was like, I gotta watch it. All right. So today I want to talk about sending HMO letters. Now, I get this question quite regularly. So what an HMO letter is, let's start with that, is basically you get the list of licensed HMOs from the council and send them marketing letters to the landlords. So saying how you can help them to manage their properties, take care of their properties, whatever you want to do. This is a really great technique to get directly to those HMO landlords if HMOs is your ultimate strategy. Now, a lot of people are wondering how that works with data protection and GDPR. So I want to cover briefly, I have other videos on GDPR, so make sure you check those out. Let me just see. No, I don't have a quick link. So just, probably pop in and have a scan through my YouTube channel. So I won't go into great detail on GDPR, but you still can send HMO letters even with GDPR. The key thing that you have to do is make sure that you've got all of your data protection kind of controls and processes documented. That is probably one of the key points of GDPR. GDPR is the data protection rules. Now, if you head to ico.gov.uk, that is kind of the UK's data protection kind of police or whatever. So the Information Commissioner's Office. You need to register with them if you are going to hold any data on private individuals. So if you have landlords' addresses, phone numbers, tenants' phone numbers, things like that, that's personal data for private individuals. So pretty much if you're managing properties and have tenants or talking to landlords, you're going to be holding personal data on people. You can just register for kind of the basic account. You don't need anything fancy. I think it's like 35 or 40 pounds a year. So register with them. They've got loads and loads of information on data protection and GDPR on their website. Now, another really great resource and who I used to put together all of my GDPR documentation is a lady named Suzanne Dibble. Let me pop the link into the comments here. If you check out that link, it will take you to kind of her website and her GDPR package. She's got really great resources on how to document everything for GDPR, because there's lots of just separate things you have to go through. So you have to see, if you're using, a database software. So, I use Podio. Or even if you're storing stuff in like Google Drive, you have to just have a place where you've done a quick assessment on what their security is. So the security of all your third parties and where you're sending that data, to make sure that they've got GDPR processes in place so that you know that if you store your customers' data there, it's secure. So she's got great ways to document all of that. And with your HMO letters, now people worry because, oh, that person hasn't told me that I'm allowed to mail them letters, or they haven't opted in so that I can send them information. So people do not have to opt in or give you permission to market to them, as long as there is a business reason for your marketing. Now, there's a number of different criteria of what gives you kind of permission to market to people, and that is probably one of the most general ones. So if you've got a business reason to be sending them marketing material, now that doesn't have to be a business reason on their side. It's a business reason for you and for your business. So for you and your business as, a renter doing HMOs, or, a property investor that wants to buy HMOs, your business reason for sending them letters is because you want to manage their property, you want to buy their property for your business to make a profit. So you've got a business reason. Now, the key thing is you've got to have that all documented properly. So it's not enough to just have it in your head and say, oh yeah, I'm allowed to send HMO letters, everything is fine. You need to have that documented somewhere. Now, this is kind of a painful process and a bit of a pain in the ass because it's all admin and documentation. But the link that I popped in there is super, super useful to to do that. Now she's got all of these like nice little charts and flows that you can follow, and she's got lots of template documentation that you can use where you just change bits and pieces to kind of suit exactly what you're doing. So it makes it super simple. So for any of you that are worried about data protection, GDPR, and marketing to people, that is a great resource, and it's what I use for all of my businesses. She's kind of a small business type lawyer, so really great to look at. So don't worry, you still can send your letters. You just need to have everything documented for how you're protecting everybody's data and why you're marketing to them and how you're storing all the information. Make sure you've registered with the Information Commissioner's Office, and everything will be hunky-dory. So it doesn't have to stop you from sending letters. You don't have to be worried. You might get some angry landlords that write back and say, oh, you've been in breach of data protection and I didn't give you my information. Take me off your list. I'm going to report you. That's fine. As long as you've got everything documented, you haven't done anything wrong. It's okay. You're not in breach of any data protection. If you don't have everything documented, then, well, you have done it wrong and you're not doing it quite the way you should be. And they might have some case on you. But the likelihood of anybody pursuing you for this is almost none. But you should still have everything documented properly. Make sure you've got all the safeguards in place and all the processes in place, and then send your letters. If somebody does message you to say, take me off your list, I don't want you writing to me, then you simply can write back and say, okay, you've been removed from our list, and then make sure you never write to them again. I had a number of people do that. That is completely fine. It's going to happen no matter what industry or business you're in. You're always going to get people that say, please stop marketing to me. That's normal. It's just take them off your list, take them out of your Excel spreadsheet, whatever you need to do. Just don't market to them anymore and move on to the people that are more receptive. So hopefully that's helped. I do get a lot of questions on this, so I wanted to just do a quick updated video. If you want to look at what I've said in the past about GDPR, again, just scroll through like my YouTube channel or my Facebook page to find the previous video. So that is it. Quick, short, sweet. Make sure if you are a good listener and you didn't want to read my books, that you are happy to listen to my books. My first book is available on Audible now, and I've just booked in the date to record the second book. So super excited about that. Both of them will be available this year on Audible. So for listening to as an audio book, there we go. But yeah, one of them is available now and the other one will be coming out soon. So anyways, with that, thank you very much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I'm going to go enjoy a little bit of sunshine.